On Monday, we already talked about how to draw this bird. And today we're going to talk about how to paint this with oil painting. I'm just going to use a very little gamsol. The gamsol is just have a little bit any color you want. Just take any color. The gray color if you want to. And just take a look at, don't do too much, just take a look at where's going to be the top and what's going to be the bottom, just like what we talked about in the drawing. Okay, if you know that this is the bottom of the leg, for example, and if this is the top of the head, and it's going to look like this. Let's get an overall idea. So get all from the head over here all the way come down to the bottom. Here you go. Now come up over here, and that's the head. And do it a little bit simple first, because you don't know exactly whether or not this is what you want. Just get a little bit simple shape, a little bit light and shadow. Here you go, like that. And have the grass on the ground over here, like that. So I'm going to give a little bit more. And the leg over here, come down over here, coming down over here. Is that what we want? If it doesn't, if it's something else you want to do a little bit more, I'm thinking about that the whole bird can move a little bit forward a little bit. So I'm gonna have the front of the neck and coming here. So a little bit forward a little bit. And this is good, like that. And that's the back of the neck. The back of the head, actually here. I'm thinking about I cannot move it any higher because I move too high, too much hitting the ceiling. So coming here. Okay, here you go, like this. And the back come down a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to have just the paper towel. Just wipe it off, and you can continue doing a little bit more playing around the idea, the composition. Okay, have a little bit more, and this definitely a little bit too much. You can let it go a little bit. It's just too dark. Here you go, like that. Okay, so the overall shape, it looks good. I'm gonna have this also moving to the right a little bit more. And coming to the bottom over here. So I'm gonna have a little bit blue color. Just put it over here as the shadow. Okay. And some blue color over here. And the blue color can be a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna have a little bit brighter color, like that. A little bit over here, and that's the whole shape. That's the shadow. Okay, here you go, like that. All right. Just think about the weight and the idea of balance. Is that good? If I have the bottom of the tail over here, and this will go all the way, the leg will go all the way down over here. Let me take a look at that. It probably okay. If you want, you can have the grass a little bit longer. So that could be also make it work. And the knee is here, like that. Get enough idea and play with the placement a little bit more before you and this painting can be very simple. It's very easy. And the next step we're all going to do to come into I'm gonna have this is moving a little bit higher even because I need more things going on over here. You can see that? You need more things going on right here, like that, and have some shape like this. Okay, a little bit higher, like that. And coming over here onto this side. Okay, that is become a nice texture on the side here. It's just move it a little bit higher. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna working into the light and shadow. Just get a little bit gamsol, and I don't want to use too much gamsol at this point. I just get a little bit blue color. Okay, set the blue color with a little bit brown, and I can just thinking about the shadow, and this is can be shadow, and right, this the whole thing. You want to see that the whole thing is anything outside of the bird, the light side of the bird, belong to the shadow. Okay, that's a very important concept. So in that case, you don't worry about just all those things breaking out because we want to have the looseness and have that over here also can going into the shadow. That's good. That leave the light side. So I'm gonna have this also merge into the background. I'm gonna have a little bit gamsol and with a little bit blue color. So here you go. Now let's keep that. That's the light shape, and don't worry about there is being soft out between those shapes. And I can have this coming in over here, coming down. Only leave the light shape, and the rest is shadow. Okay, that including the bottom over here, the shadow. Now you can see that I only leave the little poor light shape at the top, right? So we're not worried about that. Okay, that's good. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, actually I'm also going to have, okay, let's work into even darker color and get the blue with the red color together. Okay, now I'm gonna start ready to working into separation. Okay, this is good. You can see that that's dark, very good. And the gamsol actually drive really quick, so you can drive very, very fast. So right now it still have a little bit wet in the background, so make it much easier to move the pin around. Now I'm gonna coming over here. They're looking at the edge. That's good. Like that. Okay, that's good. Now coming down, and don't worry about the beak. We can get it a little bit later. Okay, the bottom over here, and try to do the background once is possible, but if you need to come back to working on that again and again, this is oil painting. You can do that. That's good. And coming over here, I think the front is put it well, like this. Just use the side of the brush. Okay, if you do it like this, you very much only use the tip. Okay, I'm gonna come down a little bit more. Keep the texture to be more broad and cohesive. If you haven't finished your drawing study and post it onto the Discord, I hope you're already working on that right now. Okay, come into the back over here. And continue. So almost just the present blue. I'm gonna coming down over here. This is good. Getting the idea for the larger shape. Okay, now coming to the front over here, it's just a little bit more green. All you need to do is just get a little bit more yellow color into it. Okay, and right here, get some yellow. It's all they have the enough blue color here. So the yellow actually making this color it more like a very soft edge like that. That's good. Like that. Very nice. And now coming to the right side. Okay, that's good. Okay. And then when they come forward, I'm gonna have a little bit lighter, a little bit more orange color. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna just clean the brush a little bit. I think my brush has too much blue color. So here we go. Now I'm going to take a little bit more yellow. Okay, get more yellow, and also have some red color over here already. So take this color together, and remember on the canvas already have quite a bit of blue color already. So whatever color you put in here is going to be turned to be darker, and actually you mix with the blue color you already have here. I'm gonna have a little bit more red, which is a little bit more orange color. Like that. This is good. Just squint your eye to see how this would look like. This is good. I like that. Okay. Coming over here on this side. Push it down a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay. I like that texture. I'm gonna have a little bit. Okay, a little bit yellow with a little blue, and now coming over here, I'm gonna have a little bit soft color, like that. There you go. That's good. So you see in the middle over here, have a little bit darker color. I will just keep it like that. Simple the better, right? I'm gonna get the yellow and the red again. I'm gonna have a little bit more over here. Just think about big, don't think about small. Okay, that's good. Have that. Nice. I'm gonna come all the way to the front over here. Large brush. That's give some texture. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna come up a little bit over here. And here you go. Get in a little bit more into the body of the bird, so we can have overlapping. Okay, now I'm gonna, you don't have to make everything so solid. You can lift some area, it feel a little bit thin and light, and so it'll be fine. I like that. And okay, that looks just pretty good. And I think the background up over there looks just pretty nice, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna have a little bit more blue up over here the corner. I'm gonna have that a little bit darker, like that. Okay. That's good. All right, let's take a look. That's the background, and I'm gonna make this a little bit softer. Just push, blend the color down a little bit, blend the color down, and make this a little bit softer. And make this a little bit softer. That's good. Over here, a little bit softer, like that. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit warm color because we need a little bit warm in the whole painting. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have that a little bit more red over here. Just put the red color in. A little red over here too. Just use the side of the brush. Just brush it on. And a little bit thicker color. Like that. That's good. The front over here. A little bit warmer. Okay, this is good. We're gonna work on those grass and the front a little bit later. I think that I did enough work, and I'm gonna continue using the same brush. Now I'm gonna start working into the shadow side of the bird. Right. So far, what we are using, what we are have been working on inside the shadow, which is the whole outside of the shadow. We have not actually working into anything in the light yet. So I'm gonna work into the shadow again on into the bird, right? So we have the head over there, we have the bird over here. So we can have some soft there's some like a loose edge over there. And I'm gonna keep it over there. So I'm gonna have a little bit white mixed with the looks like a little bit warm shade, and this is the like between this and the green shade, just a little bit. Okay, a little bit. So I'm gonna have a little bit white mixed into it. Let's take a look. Okay, we don't know what the color is supposed to be until we put the color in. So take a look at over here, right? The head over here, the shoulder will be here, shoulder over here, and then with the back and coming down over here, like that. Ooh, is that right? That looks good. I think I can move this a little bit more, and I think this color could be right and could be too dark. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna put it in the shadow side. Just think about the whole side as the shadow. So we don't know whether or not it's too dark or too light. When you squint your eye, and you can see a little bit better. So I'm gonna get all the way coming down over here. And maybe that's too dark compared to the grass. So because the value need to be very, very similar to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get just a little bit white mixed into it, and also not really need to be that intense. So I'm going to have that a little bit white into here, like that. Here you go. That's good. Right, now get a little bit lighter. You might like this color better. Okay, here you go. Okay. And when you get a little bit lower, and you get a little bit more warm color, like a red and orange color at the bottom over here. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit brownish color, and take a look at here, a little bit brownish color. This is good. If you think it's just too much of the gamsol still on the paper, you can wipe off that before you continue, because if you feel too wet, it's not a good idea. So I'm gonna wipe it off. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have this, the background, actually have this, wipe this off, make this in a little bit over here. I think too much wet. Here you go. Okay, that's good. Now I can just have this, moving this in. Okay, having this in. a little bit softer. Okay, like that. You can now look a little bit consistent. Make the background. Okay, that looks good. And I'm gonna have the dark blue color. And coming down over here, just coming a little bit more, like that. Shrink a little bit. At the same time, I'm gonna have some little red color. Okay, now I'm gonna have this. Also put it in the middle over here. Have that a little bit slow down. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this also mix into this. Break it down a little bit. Okay, that's nice. Very soft. Keep thinking about the overall of the painting, the overall look, not the smaller. Now I'm going to change to a smaller brush. And now I'm using this number 2 fiber shape. Okay. Now I'm going to start blocking into the shape of the bird shadow. I'm going to take a look at this color, but need to be lighter. Okay, a lot lighter for the neck. I'm going to take a look and just take a look at right here. That's good. Make that a little bit more clear. It may be too light. Now I'm gonna actually looking at have a little bit more brown color. Okay, here you go, right here. That's good. Here you go, the bottom of the bird. Now I can expand this a little bit more. Okay, that's good. All right, that's the front. And I know that we need to expand the color. But don't get into too much of the details, okay? So just looking at the shadow shape over here. Keep looking at the shadow shape. Okay, the front of the neck. Okay, getting there, that's good. Think about a little bit brownish, a little bit red. And take a look at and the front over here. Keep define the shadow side. Okay, here you go, coming down and have a little bit orange color. Okay, that may be too much, so I'm going to come back here. Have a little bit brownish. That's good. And the front over here, that's good. And if you think it's too warm, easy. Just get a little bit more blue in it. Okay, it will be fine. And coming down over here. Okay, that's good. And over here also I have a little bit more brownish color. So put a little bit more brown color there. A little bit here. Okay, here you go, like that. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna have a little bit more brown. Also at the front, a little bit more like orange-ish color. Take a look. Now I want the edge to be a little bit more clear, so I actually gonna push this the tip facing to the outside. Okay, here you go. Like that. That looks good. Like this. That's pretty nice. Okay. Now continue. And almost the same color over here. And looking at the outside here, you can see this shape coming along over here. So this would be the outside over here. There's a little outside wing. And coming here. A little bit like that. Belong together. And then we're gonna, when we put a little bit lighter shape, and would divide it. Okay, it's good. So maybe go outside a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Coming all the way. And then now we're going to develop the shape and the lower body over here. Let's take a look. Is that have supposed to be? I think the color over here is pretty good. I'm going to soften that. Coming down over here, get a little bit more and more warmer color, and also closer and closer to the color of the grass at the bottom. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna have this, have those blue color coming down, gradually coming down, like that. So overall, this is similar. Okay, it's similar to the color, and try to make it a little bit thinner. This is to make it easier. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have just a little bit lighter, the blue color, and I'm gonna have it defined a little bit more on the top over here. Here you go. That's one, and then another under the light shape right over here. Just a little bit lighter, but not really that much. Okay, that's good. Now I have like a two different form. That's a complex form together. I'm gonna have a little bit white, mix it into, just give it a little bit lighter for the lower part over here. Just have a little bit like that coming down. And look at it again. Is that right? I think the angle is about right. Maybe turning a little bit more toward the right side. Like that. That's pretty good. Very thin. Very simple. We're going to develop a little bit more and more and more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to go to look at the top over here again. And there's quite a bit of pink over here already. So I'm going to have this moving the pink up like that. And having this down over here. Move a little bit. Okay, just move the pink around. That's just good. Like that. And we're going to have a little bit more details in here. If you want, we can actually have this a little bit lighter. Maybe have a little bit more white into here. There's a little bit over here. You see that? Now this is good. And okay, now I'm gonna working more into the bird, the top of the bird, and then we'll come back working the leg a little bit later. So I'm gonna take a look at and a little bit closer. Yeah, take a look. Now I need to move this down a little bit more. Look at the lower part, upper part of the bird. Okay, this is good. Now let's see. And take a look at the face over here. Have a little bit blue over there. Okay, just get a little bit blue right in here. That's good. That's good. And now we're gonna do a little clarification. This is not really that hard. That's good. Now I'm gonna have add the light shape. I'm gonna reform it, the shadow and the light, shadow and the light. So I'm gonna have just get the white, mix a little bit, a little warm color. You can see the blue in the shadow, that must be warm in the light side. So take a look at in here. They're supposed to be white. That's good. Coming up. And that's good. And take a look at the top over here. Like that. That's good. I'm going to get a little bit more white paint. Coming back over here. We need to open this shape a little bit wider. Okay, here you go. Like that. Nice. Now open this a little bit more. Okay. All right, very nice. Keep it simple. And coming down over here, I know the inside over here has a little bit more changes, but don't look too close at the inside over there. And that's considered next level down in the detail. Okay, that's good. All right, gonna get a little bit thicker, a little bit white. And take a look at this shape. Divide this. I think this is right over here. Okay, that's good. And continue. There's a little feather over here. Nice. Right there. Okay. That's good. A little bit kind of soft, dry brushes. Here you go. That's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit, okay, very, very small brush stroke right over here. A little bit lighter. Okay, I'm gonna come back to do that with a smaller brush. Okay, here you go. That's good. A little bit over here. A little bit light shape. That's good. All right, now I'm going to take a look at the head. Take a look at the top over here. Okay, coming here. That's good. And here. And a little bit light on the top. That's good. All right, that's good. Like that. Now I'm going to change it to a little bit orange color. The yellow and the red. I'm going to have a little orange color, do the darker color before we go to the lighter color. So start from right here. Can you see it? Right over here. That's good. Look at it again before you continue. Okay. And look at it again. And this all the way come to about here. Okay, that's good. So if you can do one brush stroke, you can do one brush stroke. If not, slow down, do it multiple, and have a little bit better print. So I'm gonna have a little bit more orange. So, but it's more like a little bit brown. The shadow side. Okay, hi. Now I'm going to take a look at here. We have a little bit thicker color. That's good. Like that. I'm gonna have some a little bit sharper color at the top. But at this point, just looking at the shadow side. The shadow side of the beak. Okay, here you go. A little bit darker. That's good. Like that. Okay. That's good for now. Now I'm gonna have a little bit tiny separation. Now I'm gonna use a small brush. I'm just gonna have a little bit darker, have a little bit bluish, a little bit darker color. Okay, take a look at. I'm gonna divide this. Okay, that's good. Like that. And start separate. That's good. A little bit more brownish. Okay. A little bit darker. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna continue. Having this also a little bit line over here, a little mark. That's good. Okay, maybe darker. That's perfect. Now coming here. That's good. Like that. Nice. Now separate. Nice. Now I'm gonna have a little bit bluish color. Now take a look at here. A little bit more brighter blue. That's good. A little bit more clear. And I'm gonna replace this color. Have a little bit more blue. And that's good. Okay. And I want you to look at the edge over here. Also have a little bit more blue. Okay, the edge over here. The transition between light and shadow. A little bit more blue. Like that. Look at the cool, warm, light and dark. That's good. Alright, that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna use a little bit more white shape. Okay, get a little bit more white. And coming into here and move that a little bit more in. That's good, like that. Okay, that's good. And I can also have continue the color coming down to a little bit orange here. Okay, mix that in. Okay, we're gonna go further in a moment. We need to have a little bit brighter color. Now I'm going to come back with the white. Okay, have that a little bit more on the neck over here. Make it a little bit more clear. Okay, again, that's good. Have a little bit thicker. That's good. Like that. Just think about the whole shape. That's good. That's nice. So I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. I don't want it to stand down too much. Okay, that's a little bit soft transition. Okay, like that. And that's the colors is right. I'm not just too sure about the contrast. So I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. That's good. As the coming down here, the color is gonna change a little bit more, a light brown color. Okay, we're also gonna change that. And coming up over here, a little bit more clear here. I'm gonna have a little bit brownish color, so a little bit more clear, like that. So this just consider just the beginning. Okay, and you with the oil paint, you can continue, go along like 10-20 hours, keep going. I'm gonna have that a little bit white and coming a little bit more clear here. That's coming a little bit straight. Look at it again, a little bit straight. And coming down more like this. That's good. And this also can be a little bit orange color coming up. That's good. A little bit more brownish color. There's a little bit shadow. That's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I'm gonna have a little bit brighter blue color for the reflection over here. So I'm gonna just have a little bit white mixed into this a little bit brighter Prussian blue. Okay, here you go. Here you go, take a look. Look at that, nice. Alright, that's nice. And also here, have a little bit more blue. And also the under here, have a little bit more light blue. Get more interesting. Okay. That's good. Now I'm going to take a look at the top over there. I have a little bit orangeness. I'm going to have a little bit white mixed into the orange here. Not really that much orange, not that bright. Just have a little. Now I'm going to come in here. You see this? As it looks like the reflection from the ground is making it more warmer. Now this a little bit warmer. Okay, now it looks like a little bit warmer color. And this is good, that area. And now since I have this tiny brush, and I'm 1 or 2, just take a little bit white. Okay, here you go. A little bit white over here. Shape it. Now take a look at that's a little white. A little bit more. Take a look. A little glowing effect. That's good. A little bit over there. and also the tip over here a little bit lighter, like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna have just a little bit blue color, a little bit blue, a little bit gray, not too bright. Now I'm gonna have this, reform this. Okay, that's good. Reform this. Okay, that's good. Like that. Move the shape on the shadow side, moving out a little bit. That's good. Also gonna have a little bit shadow, a little bit darker. Okay, right under this shape. That's nice, aluminum feeling. And have a little bit brownish color. And over here in the middle of this feather. That's good. We're gonna keep it like that. This is pretty good. And I think the shape pretty nice. At the top of the head, we can move it a little bit higher, just a little bit right here. Like that. That's good. A little bit higher like that. That's nice. And now I'm gonna just make it a little bit tiny. It's okay. You don't need to have so much pink in the brush. Now I have this coming down. That's good. And the edge over here also looks a little bit lighter. The bottom. Take a reflection from the back. Okay, that's good. Like that. A little bit lighter. Okay. Wonderful. So we come back to have more and more definitions in a bit. Now I'm gonna just have a little bit blue and a little bit brown, have a little bit more blue, gray color. Now I'm gonna have a little bit shape, small shape divided into here. Here you go. Here you go, like that. That's good. And I have the blue color at the front over here. Wrap around a little catch the shadow at the front of this. Looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna have a little bit color underneath over here. I need to have the chin a little bit lower. I don't have to make it so clear. It's just part of the shadow. Okay, here we go. That's good. Okay. And we'll come back to do the mouth in a little bit. Alright. Now it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to start at some white shape at the front, and the white shape also have a little bit more like orange color. So this is good. Okay. Here you go. Mix with this color. Shape the brush. Okay. Now this is important. Shape. Now I'm going to take a look at this shape. Divide it. So the light shape. Here you go. Right here. Okay, look at it again. Okay, carefully coming down like this. So light or shadow? Okay, the light help the shadow to show, and the shadow make the light look more interesting. Okay, here you go. Okay, that's good. They are together. Okay, now I'm gonna take a look at the other little light shape over here. Okay, that's good. Okay, a little bit careful and get a little bit dimmer. That's good. At the bottom, actually I have a little bit blue. Kind of interesting. See a little bit blue at the bottom. Right here. Like that. That's pretty nice. And inside over there, I'm gonna have a little bit lighter, a little bit soft, lighter color. Okay. And it's already have a little bit orange color, so have a little bit like that. Let's take a look right in the middle over here. Okay, that's good. A little bit, feeling a little bit aluminum. Okay, that's good. That's nice. Okay, that's wonderful. And we're gonna continue. We're gonna take a look at the legs and coming down. But before we go there, let's do a little bit more work on the mouth. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the mouth area. Take a look at a little bit lower. And I think the color on the shallow side of the mouth is pretty good. So first is going to take a look at, have a little bit yellow-orange color. And mix with the white. Okay, that's good. We're going to take a look at right here. That's a little bit brighter. Light orange color. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at the top. Alright, right side. Look at it again. Almost straight. Just a little bit curve. Okay, gonna need to have a little bit thicker color. Here you go. All the way here. Okay. A little bit wider. That's good. Now see the mouth. Pretty nice. And right underneath, we can have a little bit brighter red-orange color. Okay, but let's spend more time on the light side. This good. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. Now, over here, a little bit thicker. That's good. Okay. That's good. Now the light shape. Now I'm going to have a little bit brighter. There you go. Get a little bit brighter red. And have a little bit brighter yellow. Okay, that's good. This a little bit brighter. All right, that's a little bit straight. It'll be just a little bit higher. That's good. Like that. A little bit more. Just a little bit higher. That's good. Okay, this is good. Now, we're gonna have a little bit more red. Just the red. A little bit brighter color. Here you go, right here. That's good. All right. Nice. Have a little bit more red. Just need to be make this brighter. The edge right over here. That's good. And now I'm gonna have a little bit darker. I'm gonna add the blue and the red together. I'm gonna have this a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. Is it gonna connect to the eye? Okay, that's good. And this is color. It's pretty good. I'm gonna get clean a little bit. Now I'm gonna have a little bit thin light shape. So very tiny thin. Okay, here you go. Now very thin color. Let's start from here. That's good. You almost can hold your breath when you're doing this. Okay, that's good. Reshape the brush and over here. That's perfect. All right, now I need to eliminate some of it, so make it a little bit more clear. Okay, now I'll come back with this a little bit darker color, and actually have a little bit more yellow into it. It's more like a brownish color, but just a little bit darker. Okay, here we go. And here, now I'm gonna eliminate it just a little bit. That's good. And I'm gonna have some red color. Here we go. Make this line a little bit thicker. No rush. Like that. That's good. Now also gonna have a little thin line for the nose, for the nostril. Okay, here we go. Like that. Okay. Can be a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. All right. Now I'm gonna have the color underneath. That will be a lot darker. And I have a little bit blue. That's good. Here you go. Take a look at it. Right under this line. That's good. Okay. That's good. Now the middle over here have a little bit red. If you want to be lighter, think about a little lighter color. Okay. Okay. That's getting there. Now I'm gonna have a little bit darker, has a little bit balloonish color. At the tip. That's good. Be more blue color. That's good. Like that. Okay, that the mouth, the tip is pretty good. Let's continue working into the eye. So the eye is very much blue and a red color together. Let's take a look here. Coming up here, look at it again. And this is a curve shape, like a little triangle. That's good. Okay, continue. Take a look at the shape of the eye. That's good. That's good. Okay, and we can shrink the back a little bit, but let's continue get a little color, more like a gold color in the inside the eye, to see if we can throw that little color in. That's good. Oop, wonderful. Now we're going to shrink a little bit. Actually, there's very tiny white at the front. Okay. Okay, that's a little white. Right there. Beautiful. Now we can rest a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to have this a little blue gray color in the back. I'm gonna shrink the color, the line a little bit more in. Like that. Much better. And have the dark color right under here. That's good. That looks nice. And then I think we are okay to move away. Now coming down over here, I'm gonna move this color coming up a little bit right here. And double check out what color is it. So more like a brownish gray color. Okay. Okay, with the blue and the brown. I always say all three color together. Oh, that's good. Very good. Nice. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the bird. And let's take a look. All right, the whole thing in a very good shape. Now let's do a little bit brownish color. I'm gonna have a little bit brownish color, and start from here. Start over here, actually coming down a little bit. Have a little shape. That's the leg. Have a little bit over here, like that, and maybe a little bit darker color, maybe not, right? So we're gonna see. I'm gonna have that. There you go. Now gonna take a look at over here, coming all the way down over here, like that, and stop right there. Okay, that's good. Simple. Sometimes those simple, soft details can be just a little bit touch, and that should be good enough. Okay, doesn't need to be so much. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have a little bit touch over here. Okay, a little bit darker, like that. That's nice. Okay, that's good. That's a landmark. Okay, now I'm gonna take a look at. Also have the little bit brownish gray color. Okay, and in here, right here. That's good. I'm gonna have that facing in over here, a little bit more clear, like that. Nice. I'm gonna clean the brush. Okay. I'm gonna have this moving out, make a little lines more softer. That's good, like that. I will take care of that a little bit later. We need to continue working into. Let's have the more red into this. Okay, a little bit blue. Okay, a little bit darker. Now working into the upper leg of the bird. Okay, here we go. Now looking on this one and then working the one on the outside. Okay, let's take a look at here. Okay, here we go. Where is this going? I'm going down over here, right? That's good. A little bit higher, right there. There we go. Now I'm gonna have this. One layer. Okay, get a little bit color, a little bit thicker. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's the shadow side of this. We're going to continue the lower part. That's also working on that, the other leg right here. Right here. Coming here. Okay, that's pretty good. Have a little bit straight. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna get a little bit more blue color. Mix into it. Now take a look on this side. And come a little bit coming to the right side. Like this. That's good. Okay. A little bit more blue. Okay, let's take a look at the light side is going to be a little bit lighter. So I'll take a look on this side. And coming toward here. That's pretty good. We don't have to make it very clear. Okay. I'm going to show you after you put the lights to the leg. It's going to show up very nicely. But before we do that, we make sure we're going to have some nice orange color. Okay, right here, underneath. Okay, here you go, very bright. That's good. Nice. Now, all right, and we're gonna have some much lighter. Start from the top. We already have enough white over here. That's good. Now start over here. Here you go. Right here. Look at it again. How thick is it? Okay, here you go. When it's coming down, yeah, less and less light. Okay, that's nice. And then right in the knee, gonna have some, look at that, some little skinny shape. That's nice, like that. One more time. And little tiny shape. Little tiny shape right here. Okay, that's good. And have a little bit shape like that. That's good. Now the knee looks pretty nice. I'm gonna have that little bit texture. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. Okay. Continue. Okay. That one leg's pretty good. Now working on the next leg. It's just not much over here. Like that. Okay, that's good. Like that. Okay. And take a look at the knee. That's good. Some texture. That's good. Okay, that's good. Same thing over here. Let's put a little texture. That's good. Like that. Now that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna finish the rest, and the painting's almost there. Now take a look at right behind here. I'm gonna have that a little bit highlight. Nice. That's good. Now I'm gonna have a little highlight behind here. Look at it again. That's good. Like that. A little bit over here. I'm gonna have this. That's good. Alright. I'm gonna come a little bit thicker. And the top over here need to be just a little bit thicker. Okay, that's good. Like that. I'm also going to reshape it. Coming back here, have a little bit more clear. That's good. Nice. I'm gonna coming back to zoom in a little bit, and I'm gonna have this the bottom over here a little bit more thicker color. Okay, take a look at the edge over here. That's right, that's good. Like that. Okay, that's good. Like that. I have a little bit line over here. And nice. Now I get back over here at the top. I'm gonna have a little bit later. And right here, the shoulder right here, gonna have a little bit thicker white. That's good. That's good. Make sure the texture is a little bit more consistent. Not just being distracted. That's nice. That's good. Like that. Nice. Oh, do you have enough already? It's fun. Okay, in the eye, we did somehow get another dark line right in there. Little big dark line. Really tiny line. Okay, that's good. That's good. Like that. We're gonna have a little tiny white. And the top, make it like double eyelid. Okay, here we go. Very tiny. Okay. It looks like not too bad. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, now I'm gonna do the bottom over here. I'm gonna come back with a little bit larger brush. Okay, with number 2, figure shape. Clean the brush. Okay, and also gonna make sure it is clean enough. Here you go. I'm gonna make sure that it's clean, dry enough. Okay, now I'm gonna coming over here to move those texture up a little bit to the bottom of the tail. Okay, here you go. That. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now I'm gonna move that a little bit higher so you can see this area we're gonna work on. Okay, here you go. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna take a look. Not much. And I'm gonna continue. The bit doesn't really need to be so distracted. The attention need to be at the top, not at the tail. Okay, here you go. And the tip of the brush facing to the area. It'll be, this is good. I can make it a little bit, feel a little bit more softer. Just a little bit texture like that. That should be fine. And just a little bit more. A little bit blue. Okay, one more time. Look like that. See how I hold the brush. Okay, it's good. Nice. And the same thing over here. I'm gonna have this coming out. Okay, like this. Pretty nice. Now I'm gonna come back with the smaller brush. Now take a look at. Here you go. This is good. A little detail. A little bit darker. That's good. Maybe a little bit darker. A little bit more darker right here. Okay, that's good. Like that. Pretty nice. I'm gonna keep it like that. Don't really need that much contrast. So at the bottom there, I'm gonna have just a little bit blue color right here. That's good. Now that make it a little bit more clear, and also a little bit more light blue color right over here. A little bit light blue right over here. That's nice. And alright, I'm gonna just have a little bit white, a little blue color. Just a little bit blue. Okay. And the side over here. Here you go. There you go. Like that. And there you go. Now let's take a look at the shape over here a little bit. You see, look at the contrast between the color and the value of the tail to the background. It's very minimal, very soft in between. Okay, that's good. Keep that. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit brownish color at the bottom over here, like that. That's good. Make it a little bit more. That's good enough. Now I'm gonna have very tiny blue color, and as is the hair coming out from the tail. Now here you go. I have the very tiny color. Start over here. Like that. That's good. And some color all the way down over here. Okay. From here going up. Okay. A little bit darker. Another one. Like this. That's good. And I'm gonna have just the little light blue color. Okay, it's coming out from here. Okay. Trust yourself, you can do it. That's good. And I'm also gonna have a tiny little light shape. Okay, very light, tiny, and a few lines. That's good. Like that. Okay. Couple lines. Okay. Take your time, because that few lines very helpful. Okay, that's good. Okay, the bottom over here, I can see. I'm gonna make it a little bit softer, but definitely don't want to use this tiny brush. Come back with the number 2. I'm gonna make the color thinner, so but also I'm gonna move the light color coming down over here like this. Okay, here you go, like this. That's good. That's good. Nice. And moving the color down over here. Okay. Nice, very soft. I'm gonna have this also curve a little bit more. So if you use acrylic, you won't be able to do this because it's already dried long ago. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have this moving up a little bit. Okay, that's good. Like that. Very nice. Okay, take a look at here. Okay, nice. Take a look at the transition. This a little bit lighter, but coming over here, turn it a little bit more brownish color. So I'm gonna have just a little bit orange color. That. Take a look. Nice. Nice. Okay, one more. Like that. Nice transition. Over here, I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. Just very much just take the color away. It's look lighter. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's nice. Now I need to go all the way to the background over here. And I'm gonna have this a little bit more clear. Right now, a little bit softer, it's not clear. I'm gonna have this touching. That's good. Have a little feeling of the aluminum. Okay, that's nice. So I'm gonna come back to the texture over here. Okay, drag the color coming in. Nice. Okay, nice. I'm going to show you the whole painting. Okay, this is good. Now I'll come back to the front over here. Right, I'm also going to make this a little bit softer. I'm going to have this a little bit higher. A little bit softer. Make that blur a little bit. That's good. Also, I'm going to have that just a little bit lighter orange color. Like that, a little bit lighter. A little bit thicker too. Here you go. That's good. Right there. Okay. That's a little bit. Nice. Okay, a little bit closer over here. Have a little bit shape here. Okay, here you go. A little bit lighter shape. Like that. I'm gonna have this. The front over here. Okay, here you go. Now we're gonna have some grass at the front. So first, I'm gonna have. Now I'm gonna use the fan brush. Show you. I'm gonna have some darker blue color. And okay. And here you go. Now I'm gonna just have some a little bit like that. Have some blue soft color. This has just the shadow. Okay. Take a look on this side. The same thing. Like that. Okay, that's good. We're gonna have some light shape. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna have some light shape. I'm just gonna use, okay, come back with the very small brush and take a look at some of the light shape. The light blue, the green, okay. Okay, here you go, that's good. Have a little white. Okay, like that. Here you go. Now I have put down other brushes. Just focus, have fun. Yes, every time you can reshape the brush if you need to, like right here. Here you go. Coming down, nice, and like that. Here you go. Look at it first, and okay, that's good. Now getting there and holding it sideways. Okay. Just drag it through. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now we have more contrast at the front here. Okay, here you go. Coming on this side. Okay, that's good. If you have something a little more clear, you have to have some light color and have some dark color. Right, it's here to be together, light and shadow. Okay, here you go, like this. Okay, here you go. Like that. Pretty nice. We're gonna come back even, give a little bit darker, some darker shape. A little bit lighter. Some even lighter here. Okay. A little bit lighter. Okay, now I'm going to have some darker color, have some more shadow. Okay, I'm gonna have that. Take a look at some over here, like that. That's good. Okay, that's good. And the dark is, how about me? Okay. Have some different angles. Here you go. Now you have a nice detail at the foreground. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna have this a little bit more. Have a little bit blue. Do a little cleanup. I think too much over here, a little bit too much distraction. I'm gonna clean it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, and the back over here too. Okay, and maybe some of the shape over here could soften it a little bit, organized. Okay, maybe some over here doesn't really need so much. And on the back over here, definitely can soften that a little bit. Okay, doesn't really need so much. Okay, here you go. Now over here, I can come down a little bit. Doesn't have to be so persistent on the left to the right so much. Now a little bit more relaxing. Okay, that's good. Okay, now take a look at the back over here. Now I need to have, okay, a little bit more blue and red color over here. I'm gonna have this expand a little bit. Okay, here you go, a little bit darker. Like that. It's nice. Okay. A little bit darker. Okay. Pretty nice. I'm gonna have this also a little bit softer at the bottom here. And also here, I'm gonna make this. Just use the side of the brush and making that a little bit softer. If you want, you can repaint the background, make it a little more, even darker, also more softer. But I like the texture. I like that feeling of the movement, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So I think this painting is finished.